Whilst I'm driving, I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube or podcasts or audiobooks. A couple of the things I've listened to, for example, I just typed in positive mindset and I was listening to a video. It's like Napoleon Hill. So it looks like that. And in this, Napoleon Hill, you're talking maybe the 40s and 50s or something. This guy was around. I'm going to just double check. So Napoleon Hill was active between the late 20s until the 70s, and he died in 1970. In this YouTube video, it says something like saying to yourself that I will read, not scroll. And I'm like, what? What do you mean scroll? That wasn't a thing 50 years ago. And then I started reading the comments and they're all just AI generated. I'm pretty active on YouTube. I think the best information out there is kind of on X and YouTube. But you need to scrutinize what you're consuming so much. For example, when you see one that looks like that, it's like the face and the picture, but then the video is just the face and the picture. It's a red flag. It's a big red flag. I listened to another one earlier. There's a guy, his name's like Professor Jang, and the videos look like this. This dude, right? And his actual channel is Predictive History. No profile picture. I was listening to one from him and I was like, it just didn't sound right. I listened to an hour of it over yesterday and the day before. I'm going to see if I can find it. So they look like that, the face with the picture, and that's the video. The thumbnail looks the same, right? And the channel is Professor Jang Academy. So they look like this. And that is not actually that guy. It's pure AI. And I was listening to things because some of the things just didn't make sense and they weren't like what this guy would say. It just didn't sound right. We are definitely in this era where it's kind of hard to tell, but there's like little red flags. I started reading some of the other comments and people definitely noticed that this was AI. There's no link to the full video. There's no reference to the original video. And the comments are just like, trying to sell some book. You won't believe how much information I've learned from this book, which you can download now. And it's like just bots. They've got bots in the comments on the videos making it sound like this channel's good and the information's good. And I wouldn't even say that most of what was in this video was actually bad information. But it's just, with AI stuff, it's always missing that human touch. And this is why I think I connect more with these really raw videos that are just some guy sat in his car talking about his heroin addiction and how everyone he knew died and then he done this and then he done that. Like, I connect with that way more because it's just like a real human story. You can feel the emotions, you can feel the tone in someone's voice talking about something which means something to them. And it goes back to something I was talking about earlier. I don't know if this video is going to be the same video or not, but I was essentially saying that smaller creators have a big power. They hold immense power because they can go super specific about something that they know about. And to know about something, I know that it's raining, right? Right now, it's pissing down. I don't need to be an expert. It's just my experience that I'm talking about. I can talk about my bike. When I bought my bike, I was trying to research it. All the information was just, these websites, you click on it, it's trying to get you to accept the cookie straight away. 90% of the page is just adverts. They're either praising the bike or they're upselling you on this other one, which they have affiliate links for both. So the information we get is just so tainted and slanted and not in your interest. As someone who consumes a lot of information and then tries to consolidate it, understand it, use it in different ways and apply it to other unrelated things, I hit points where I'm like, no, this isn't giving me what I need to know. Essentially, there was a video that made me pull the trigger on the bike I bought. The bike was like £2,600, so I wanted to make sure I was getting something good. And there wasn't that much information about it because it wasn't like a super popular model or something like that. It wasn't like the main model. With the e-bikes, the range I was after was a hybrid e-bike, like a Cube. The main one is like the Kathmandu. And then I was trying to get understanding about the one I ended up buying, which is a Cube Touring Hybrid Pro 625. I think it's a 2024 model. I could only find some information about a slightly older model, and I just wanted to know, how does it feel? Does it feel heavy? If you ride it without the battery, what's it actually like to live with this bike? Some of the things they just don't tell you about having a bike, and I mentioned this in a previous video. It's just heavy as fuck. It must weigh at least 30 kilos. So navigating a train station with stairs with that is just not something you anticipate. This guy that I watched a video about, the thing which really made it stick was the fact that the first comment that I saw was like, this is the shittest video I have ever seen. Someone just moaning about how shit the camera work was and the editing. And it was like some old dude. He was just talking about his bike. But the information in the video actually solidified my understanding and showed me what I needed to know. And it made me decide, yes, that's the bike. The use case for him aligned with mine. I didn't want it to ride to work or something. I wanted it as a purely leisure thing to be able to explore and go to different places. And that was exactly what he used it for. I had researched it on websites, looked at the parts, compared it to other models, and done a lot of comparison. But it was that which really was the final nail. Now I understand that this is the right thing for me. And it was some guy with 80 views, with like 2 other videos, just going deep about this specific model of this e-bike. This is where I think humans just connect with humans. So many things can be done to manipulate. Once you've been through all the people trying to convince you that you're not good enough, they've got this thing that's the solution, you're not good looking enough, you're not slim enough, you don't know what you're doing in the gym, your business could be doing better, here's this great product for you, which is great. That's one of the most common sales techniques, and it wouldn't be if it didn't work. So it does work, and you can do it to some extent with AI. You can definitely do it in the copywriting and the way things are worded. I think I've reached this point where it doesn't really resonate with me anymore. Real people who have had real experiences is what resonates. When someone is talking the real deal, they've been through it, this person has real experience, they have first-hand experience, and they talk about it as if, you know, they don't care what anyone else has to say about it. That's what I find is just resonating with me now.